this is Peak Entertainment and we're back again, and here now we have another video for you, and we're going to talk about Supergirl and the recent announcement that actress Milly Alcock has been cast as the Girl of Steel for upcoming projects within James Gunn and his new era of the DC Cinematic Universe. Born in April of 2000, the Australian actress had very limited roles in smaller projects before rising to prominence in her role as a younger princess, Rhaenyra Tangayren, for the first 5 episodes of Season 1 of House of the Dragon, which was a prequel series to Game of Thrones. And I thought she was very good in what was a very mature and substantial performance, and she gained a lot of good critical reception for that. Now, her casting comes as several months of speculation surrounding James Gunn's plans for the DC Universe, as what's to be expected very much online, particularly around the upcoming Superman Legacy, which is still due for release in 2025, of which we've seen several casting confirmations already, with the likes of David Cornsweet in the lead role as Superman, Rachel Brosnahan in the role as Lois Lane, and also Nicholas Hoult in the role as Lex Luthor. Now, during his announcement of his DC plans back in November 2022, James Gunn did confirm the inclusion of Supergirl in his standalone movie, planned to be an adaptation of the comic book miniseries Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which was created back in 2021 by Tom King and also Bill Quist Everly. And after months of casting rumours, the role came down to 2 actresses, with both Milly and also actress Meg Donnelly in the lead role, with Milly finally getting the nod. So after all that, then we ask whether Milly can be a good choice for Supergirl, and overall I think it's a choice that is very good. She's already proved with House of the Dragon that she has the acting capabilities, which is always important, and of course she has the look of what we can envisage as the classical Supergirl look, which I think we assume that James Gunn will be going for. Looking at Milly, in terms of her overall image, it seems that they are going for a much more younger version of the character, who will either see in an origin story or seeing her in the early phases of her role as the Girl of Steel. This will be very consistent with the same approach that they've taken for Superman, which will see him in the early stages of arriving in Metropolis. Now, personally, Donnelly would have been my preferred choice, probably because she has that much more mature look, and I can definitely see her as a Supergirl much more in her prime years. But that may have also been a deciding factor in why Milly was chosen. Again, I feel that they're probably going for a much more younger version of the character that will grow on into her role later on with hopefully future movies. Now, I think it's safe to say we can all assume that Milly will be making some sort of cameo appearance in Superman Legacy, alongside the ever-growing roster of supporting roles within the film, which in itself brings up its own concern, but that's probably a debate for another day. But having Supergirl appear in Superman Legacy of course makes complete sense, given that she's Clark's cousin, and of course they can use that part of the story as a lead-in for the character. And Supergirl as a character has been fairly represented quite well in terms of mainstream media. Of course, the first big live-action version was Helen Slater in the Supergirl film from 1984, and I think aesthetically she's still the best version, absolutely having that iconic Supergirl look, absolute 100%. We later on then had Laura Vandervoort's role in Smallville, appearing in the 7th season of the show as a very much pre-alternative version of the character. We then of course had Melissa Benoist in the longest and most substantial interpretation from the CW series, debuting back in 2014, which ran for 6 seasons plus 130 episodes. And I think as an all-round representation in terms of the characterization, I think Melissa's version is overall the best. She overall had that very much likability and sweethearted nature that you would very much associate with the character. We then had, of course, the most recent version involving Sasha Calle, the Flash superhero film from last year. Very much an alternate version based on the Lara Kent comic book version and design, which I never really liked, although I will admit that I think Sasha performed quite adequately enough in the role. So can Milly end up being a great Supergirl, hopefully for many years going forward? Well, that really depends on how she's written. At least it's very good that she will get her own standalone movie, so she'll have enough scope hopefully to fully implement a hopefully substantial character that can connect with many fans going forward. Whilst I think if James Gunn's universe is ever to succeed, that getting Superman right is the utmost priority, I think also that Supergirl can be overall a very good addition and a prominent character within any DC universe if handled correctly. So hopefully Milly will have the acting capability to provide us with a Supergirl cinematically going forward that many fans can get behind in the long run. So that's my overall thoughts and feelings when looking back at the recent casting announcement of Milly Alcock as Supergirl for James Gunn's new era of DC Cinematic Universe. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you have any other further suggestions regarding any other movies, television series, or any other topics within the pop entertainment and culture scene that you'd like to see me cover, then also let me know within the comments, and I will see if I can provide further commentary for you on that subject matter within the future. Please also hit like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon.